This is how to make the taffy twist bracelet. This bracelet is also called the Crazy 8. So if you've seen that, this is also that same bracelet. It's just, it can be called two different things. So this is how to make it. The materials you will need are your rainbow loom, or you can use a knockoff brand. A hook, I have the rainbow loom metal hook. And then you'll need some rubber bands. I'm going to use the scarlet color for the outside. This kind of gives you a better view of what the color is. And then green, pink, and yellow for the twists. So that's 4 colors of rubber bands. So get your supplies ready and let's get started. To get started, make sure the arrow on your loom is facing away from you. Then take your outer colored rubber band and stretch it from the first center peg to the second left, from the first center peg to the first left peg, and then you're going to go all the way up on the left side of your loom. So you're just going to keep repeating this, just laying the rubber bands all the way up until you reach the next to last peg on your loom. Once you reach this peg, you're going to take another rubber band and stretch it from that peg to the last center peg. And you're going to go back to the beginning, making sure your arrows are still pointing away from you. And we are going to stretch it from the first middle to the first right peg. And then we're going to go all the way up. So, like this. We're going to do the same thing when we get to the end and go into the middle. And then once you get here, you're just going to go from this peg to that last middle peg. And we're going to go back to the middle. And we're going to start laying the twists. So you're going to take one of each color that you have for the twists. Mine, as I said before, are green, pink, and yellow. You're just going to group them together and stretch it from the first left peg and then you're going to twist it to the first right peg, like that. Sure, yeah. Okay, so then we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to grab we're going to grab a green, a pink, and a yellow rubber band. We're going to stretch it from that peg. I'm going to stretch it around and twist it to the peg across from it. We're going to keep repeating this, so we're going to grab a pink, green, and yellow rubber band. We're going to do the same thing all the way up our loom. So we're just going to be grabbing it and twisting it to the peg right across from it, like this. Uh-oh, I can fix that. But just make sure this doesn't happen, and you'll just keep doing this all the way up your loom. So once you've done your last peg, you're going to get one more of your outside color. So for me, that's this orangish, reddish color. And you're going to take it and we're going to make a figure 8 and wrap it back up. So we're basically doubling it over, making a cap band. We're going to put it right here. Just like that. Then we're going to turn our loom around. So now the arrow is pointing towards us. You can't really see it. There you go. The arrow is pointing towards us. We're going to go back to the beginning here. And we're going to reach inside the cap band and grab the left rubber band, this rubber band. That's the one we're going to grab. So we're just going to push back the two capping bands. Then we're going to pick up the top border band. Going to stretch it to the left one like that. Now we're going to go down underneath right there, and there's the very bottom band will be the border band, and we're just going to hook it to the next one. Keep in mind to be gentle with your rubber bands because they will snap on this bracelet because you have 3 here. So make sure you push back all 3 then grab that border rubber band. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it, but at first it's a little bit difficult. So we're just going to hook it forward. So once you get all the way up, you're just going to go into the middle. Just like this. And just a tip, don't use the weakest rubber bands you have, like I did, because this happens. So just make sure you're not using really weak ones like I am. These are the DIY ones, and for some reason, after a while, they snap really easily. But I really like them, but it's just under strong pressure they snap. So don't use the DIY rubber bands because they don't work really well. So we're just going to be doing the same thing on this side. Go all the way up and then into here. So I'll meet back up when we're done with that. So once we have finished, we are ready to add an extension. So to add an extension, we're just going to be putting our hook down through, grabbing a rubber band. I'm going to use my taffy twist colors. And grabbing it, putting it on, and then pulling it through. So when you do this, you might want to hook it on, and then put the hook part of your hook into the peg, and that helps it not to snag onto anything. Now we're going to slide our bracelet up onto the gripper, and then we are going to take it off. So just being nice and careful, we're going to take it off. So I'll be back once I've taken it all off. So once you rip it off, it should look like this. You can just stretch it around, play with it to get it in the shape you want it. And now let's add the extension. So with the arrows pointing away, we're going to take a color, go up, and we'll go up the side. Like this. Up. I'm just going to do 3 bands today. So we're just going to be placing it on there. And you can add all of your extension to one side. I just don't prefer to do that. Now we're going to turn our loom around. And we're going to grab this yellow one, loop it forward. Work with me, yellow. There we go. Then pink and loop it forward, then green and loop it forward. So just like that. Then we're going to get our S-clip ready. I'm just gonna, there we go. Okay, so then we're gonna stretch what we have here up to here. Oh no, it didn't work. Oh well. I just took it off because it didn't want me to stretch it. But what you can do is you can pick 2 pegs and just stretch these 2 bands across them. So these 2 bands of your extension go on 2 pegs right here. And that spreads it out so that when you add your clip, it's much easier to grab like that. So then you're just going to rip it off. Then I'm just going to use my hook to add an extension to the other side. So I'm just going to start with pink. Pink. Then I'm going to put on green. And then I'm going to put on a yellow. And then a green. I'll put on one more. Pink. Yeah, that wasn't in much of an order. Pink, green, yellow, green, pink. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So once you have that, just stick it on your finger and attach the other side of your S-clip to it. So there you have your taffy twist bracelet. This bracelet's also called the Crazy 8, so if you've wanted to look at that, that's also this pattern. Anyway, stay tuned. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because pretty soon it's time for Rainbow Loom giveaway. Yay. So, just stay tuned for my next video. But until then, happy looming. I don't know. I need to get a catchphrase, don't I? Well, anyway, see you next time. Bye.